for a press conference to look ahead to our next televised promotion for BT Sport on Saturday night in Brentwood. Anthony Yarde topping the bill against Walter Sequeira, who's by my side here. We've got some terrific undercard fights as well, including two absolutely, well, potentially barn burners, Frank. Gary Corcoran against Johnny Garton and UMAR SADIQ against ZAK, CHELLI, and they're kind of pick and fights. So give us your thoughts about what we're looking forward to.
I think we're going to have a good night's boxing. As you said, there's a couple of the fights there. As you say, toss a coin, who you feel is going to win that. And certainly as regarding working backwards, they're working with Johnny Garton's fight and Gary. You know they're two tremendous competitors. You know they put everything on the line when they fight. And I just think you can get something a little bit special on the night. It's going to be a great fight.
And a word about your top of the bill fight as well. Anthony back in the ring again. Exciting times.
Now, he's going into his 17th fight. Part of his education moving forward in Brentwood, he's got a tough guy from Argentina who's obviously looking, and so I'm told from his management, they fancy the job big time. We had a bit of difficulty this time making a match for Anthony. Quite a few fellas pulled, we thought we were going to do it, pulled out. But Walter stepped up to the plate, his team stepped up to the plate, and I think we're going to get a good fight. This again is another step as far as Anthony's concerned in his education and getting more experience. And I'm hoping he comes through this and set himself up for an even bigger fight next time out. But it's one step at a time.
We'll talk about that in more detail in a moment or two, but let's start off with ZAK against UMAR. Who's in the home corner for starters?
Well, they're two home fighters, so Nathan.
It's Bill Sadiq versus CHELLI, so I think that's self-explanatory.
Well, there we go. We're going to toss the coin. You can be heads, he'll be tails. That's the same going in the blue corner and the red corner.
Heads.
Right.
I'll be the home corner.
Yeah, enjoy it whilst it lasts. It's a good thing that Zak's wearing his work interview uniform already, so you know.
Yeah, you look like you're ready for the gym, mate.
ZAK, you've got the reputation of the puncher. Umar's the reputation as the boxer. Is it as straightforward as that?
I like Umar to think it's straightforward as that, but he'll see on the night.
And what are your thoughts of him as a boxer?
I've said it before and I'll say it again, basic, simple boxer, amateur style.
Umar, you're basic and simple. Thoughts?
Apparently you have a basic, simple amateur style. Good thing is, I earn a lot as an amateur. I won a lot of titles and I boxed proudly in the Olympic qualifiers for my birth country, Nigeria, as a senior. When ZAK stepped up as a senior against basic amateur fighters, he did absolutely nothing. So clearly that's all I need to dominate.
Nigeria ranked today in boxing Nigeria. I mean, it's not really special, is it?
Yeah, because you went and did something for Tunisia or England or Italy.
I did. I represent England many times.
How old were you, sorry?
I've done more than that.
How old were you when you did that?
You became a Harrogate champion.
How old were you when you boxed for England?
Big, is it?
Okay, you're going to avoid it because you know there's nothing to
Amateur pedigree.
ZAK's undefeated in 3 fights, and he says that he can take you. You're undefeated in 4. What do you think about his strengths as a boxer?
It's actually the other way around. He's had 4, I've had 3. I think that his strengths as a boxer, to start with, you know, I respect every man who is a trained fighter, but also every man who's brave enough to get in a ring and, you know, display the craft in front of viewing publics who are highly opinionated on the performance. So I give him respect for that. I see several videos of him knocking grown men over, so again I give him respect and that he deserves for his power. Unfortunately, beyond that, I failed to see anything else he can do with me. His team seemed to be confident in his ability to outbox me, but in reality, what you see on video and what is in the ring are 2 different things, and I know that possibly could be the same thing for him, but I've watched enough boxing to know that it's not. I'm good at boxing, simple as that.
And Zach, what do you think his principal strengths are?
I think there's quite really see any really. He's 30 years old, is he not? And I believe his prime was when he was 26 as an amateur. So now he's probably slowed down, and he couldn't really achieve much as an amateur. So
I'm 30 years old. You're 20 years old.
And I
You have to learn from your elders, and on Saturday I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Act your age, mate. You're acting like a kid.
Your comebacks are so dead, I said.
Like a trick.
Frank, a little bit of edge.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Anyway, it's good. Well, yeah, it's the old story. The fans are benefit, and you know, whoever wins, the best man to win on the night, and it's not the end. Whoever loses. I mean, these guys are quite new to the pro game between the two of them, and they've obviously this is a fight they called for. They called for this fight, so we've made it. And I just feel that you know, whoever wins this is going to go on very quickly. No doubt about it. Yeah, they're moving. They will move up. This is an 8-rounder, and whoever comes through this is going to be stepped up fairly quickly.
Now between them, the young heavyweight Nathan Gorman from Nantwich up north near Manchester, undefeated in 13 fights. I've got that one right, haven't I, Nathan?
Yeah, you got it right.
That's pretty good, mate.
And you've got Kamil Sokolowski
Yeah.
against you once again. You've already beaten him, one of only 2 people to have stopped him, beaten him in 5 rounds. What are you hoping to get from this?
Well, Kamil, like I said before, boxed him before. He's a very tough game man. He's come off a very good win, and I'm expecting good rounds. You know, Kamil's the type of person, he won't come in and fall over, he'll come in and give you good rounds. So that's what we're looking for, John.
And I guess, Frank, everything potentially somewhere down the line moving towards a big match-up with Daniel Dubois, the 2 undefeated young heavyweights.
I'm sure that'll happen in due course, but why they both keep winning. But you know, Nathan had a bit of a problem last week. A couple of weeks ago at Leicester, his opponent pulled out very late, and it's tough matching him up. Of course, that's the fight everybody wants to see, but it's certainly not going to happen anytime soon. But having said that, I think with Nathan, I think he's probably one of the most underestimated, and in my opinion, certainly in the top 3 fighters, your best fighters to come through, most improved fighters to come through this year. When you watch him box, when you look at him from when he turned professional to where he is now, I mean, it's amazing what he's done and what Ricky's done and his team have done with him. He's done, you know, he's become a very good, competent boxer. It's all very well punching. I always say, you know, at the end of the day, it's, you know, it's all about who can punch the hardest. You wouldn't need judges. Besides the fact he can punch, he can box very well. He's an extremely good and smart, intelligent boxer. And if he keeps moving the way he's moving forward, we're going to see some fight between him and Daniel next year.
How do you think you're moving forward? How do you think you're progressing, Nathan? If you were to assess yourself at this stage, 22 years old, still got so much time in front of you, but how do you feel it's going?
Yeah, it's going very well. Like you said, I've got bags of time ahead of me. Each fight for me, you know, is a learning fight. You know, I've got Kamil again on Saturday. He's someone who's going to give me a good test, you know, good rounds. But each fight I keep on learning, keep on winning is the main thing. But yeah, I'm learning pretty well. Not only the fight side, in the gym as well with Ricky, you know, working in every day, you know, I'm picking up things every day in the gym, and it's just making me a better fighter.
I'm told that you've been sparring Huey Fury, you've been handling him pretty well as well.
Yeah, I've been up at Peter's gym sparring Huey. You know, he's got a big fight coming up next 2 weeks with Pulev. So yeah, it's been pretty good sparring. You know, sparring's the next best thing to fighting. So sparring is the best experience you need, really. It's an experience you need for heavyweights, especially. It's very hard to get sparring.
You didn't get that fight in Leicester, but there was a chance to watch Daniel in action against Kevin Johnson. What did you think?
He done what he had to do, don't get me wrong. Kevin, he never threw much back. It seems to me like he was a bit of a sparring type of mode. You know, he didn't want to open up. Probably felt Daniel's power before. You know, if I open up, I'll probably get knocked out. I don't know. But it seems to me like, you know, he'd done what he had to do. He'd done the 10 rounds, but there was nothing coming back from Kevin. There was no offense.
Did you learn anything new about Daniel which you didn't know before?
Yeah and no really. You know, he looked like he could do the rounds, which obviously as a box tick for him. You know, you'll get the demons out of his head now that he's done 10 rounds. But no, he's coming on. No, he's going leaps and bounds like us all. But he done what he had to do.
Certainly a heavyweight match which is brewing up rather nicely, which could happen sometime in 2019.
It is, as you say, quite rightly so, it's brewing up. But there are other heavyweights out there. I mean, it's a good division, isn't it? From the British level, you look at all the different fighters out there. You know, some on the way up, some are coming down who will be fighting these guys. You know, see, Derek Chisora did a deal yesterday. I wouldn't be surprised to see one of them fighting him next year. There's Joe Joyce's around. There's some really sexy division, the heavyweight division for the British fighting fans.
Probably is. I mean, you've been doing it for a year or two now, Frank, as I have. It's the heavyweights in this country at the moment. It's surely the best it's been in a long time.
I think it is certainly for a long, long time, if not, as you say, if not certainly my time. But it is. There's some good fighters out there, some good matches to be made. But again, it's all about these guys learning their craft and learning their trade, and that's what they're doing. And hopefully, when we make these fights, they're going to be at their best. And if they're at their best, the fans are going to see a great fight.
Now we've got what I think on paper, I think most people would say is going to be a hell of a fight for the vacant British welterweight title. Johnny Garton to my left from Peckham, Gary Corcoran far right from Wembley. Great fight, Frank.
It is the battle of the beards. It's going to be a really good fight, I'm quite sure. And again, the fans are going to benefit from this. You know, we've got two guys here not trying to step up. Both come from quite successful stables. Both got great trainers and great training camps that they work within. What you see with them is what you get. You're going to get a fight. Gary's been there, he's been abroad, he fought for the title abroad, gave a real good account of himself, and here he is now, along with Johnny fighting for the vacant title. It will be a good fight. It's a cracking bill.
Right, who we're going to have first word? Let's start with Gary. What do you reckon of this one? What do you think about him for a start? Because I mean, fair play to him to get to this level.
Yeah, to get to this level, you have to be not a bad fighter. So yeah, it's going to be a good fight, but I'm confident in beating him. I'll box that way harder than Joe. No disrespect to Joe, but yeah, I'm very confident beating him, and I'll show it on the night.
What gives you that confidence, Gary? Do you think you've got the greater experience mixed at a high level?
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I do have better experience, John. Big better boy than John. But he's got to show it on the night how good he am, and I will show it on the night.
He can punch though. You've got to respect that.
Listen, I ain't gonna punch. No, if you get hit with 8 ounces, I won't punch. Know what I mean? So I've been in with punchers. I've been in with big punchers. Listen, you get caught. You get caught. But I have no problem, John. There'll be no doubt in that.
Johnny, the British title, an opportunity to fight for the Lonsdale belt. Sounds good?
Sounds brilliant. You know, it's been a long road to get here. I did all these small hall shows and had to earn my shot, and I got to a mandatory position. So I've done it the hard way. As I said, small hall, getting very little money, fighting 50-50 fights, and whenever I step up, I come off the winner. So that's it.
When you turned over, some people were saying, you know, this guy's never going to get to the sort of level which you now have.
Yeah. To be honest, I wasn't even return pro myself, because as an amateur I was just a scrapper, and I thought as a pro I won't make it, and I thought I'd give it a go, and then I've got a great team, and we thought I'd be aiming for some area, and now I'm British, so yeah.
When did you realise that it was actually starting to work as a professional?
Without it was quite, it took about a year for me to get started really, because I won't swear, but yeah, it was grilling me in the gym all the time, and it just started to click and come together. Then I got my masters, won that, then I thought I would get to some area, I got that, defended that a few times. Then I thought I would go for the English, and I've literally done it the old-fashioned way.
And what's your thoughts about stepping up now to fight for this title against Gary with what, you know, I mean, you don't have to be clairvoyant to know that is going to be one real fight, a hard fight.
It is, and I honestly can't wait. I love these sort of fights. This is the what I, you know, it's we watch on TV and keeps you going, and I'm going to be part of it, and I can't wait.
What do you think of Gary as a fighter?
Yeah, he's a great fighter. He's very tough. Everyone knows that. As I said, he said sorry. He's boxing at a high level, and I've got nothing to respect for Gary. And I do like him, but on Saturday, all that goes out the window.
Is it going to be two guys who go forward who are just going to meet head on? Is it as simple as that?
We all know that's what's going to happen. Come on.
Do you agree with that, Gary?
It's how I want to do it. It's how I want it. If I want to box, I'll box his out. If I want to fight, I'll fight him. So it's what I want to do. You'll
It's
see
not
when
be a
I
fight. You will be drawn into a fight.
we're drawn to a fight. You
You
do
will
wait,
be drawn
John.
into a fight.
There's no problem with you,
I
man.
know that, mate. Let's go.
There's no problem with you.
Goes long, doesn't it? This is not going to be a quick one.
Yeah. This goes long, goes short, whatever. Whatever, I ain't bothered. If I kill him, I hurt him, I'm going to go for it. But it goes long, I'll jab his head off. It don't bother me. So, either way, I'll beat him.
What do you reckon? Quick, short?
I don't really care, to be honest. I'm just looking forward to the fight. It's going to be a tough fight, I know that, but I'm looking forward to it.
Can you each just sort of just tell us what it would mean to win the famous old Lonsdale belt? You first.
It means the world to me. To lift that belt would be unbelievable.
Why particularly this one?
It's just, I think, to me personally, that is the best belt out there. I think you put it up against any other belt, it stands out 100%.
And Gary, to be able to be
This one,
having that British title belt?
Yeah, this one lift the British title. I wanted that belt for the last year and a half. I wanted it for the last year and a half. It just didn't happen. Don't want to mention people's names, but it's the belt I've been chasing for a while now, so hopefully I will be getting that belt soon.
Is it one of those things which when there comes, you know, there'll come a day when it's all over, one of those things you want to be able to look back at and proudly say, yeah, I was British champion?
Yeah, 100%, yeah, to be British champion, the biggest belt in Britain. It's a massive belt. A lot of people would love to get that belt, that British belt, because it is a lovely belt, so yeah, it's a little belt for me to win.
Same feeling for you as well, John?
Definitely, yeah.
Well, something's got to give, Frank. One of them's got to turn out the winner.
Well, but it's a great fight for the fans, and we'll see on the night.
And so then, to our main event, Anthony and Walter, the WBO Intercontinental Light Heavyweight Championship. And Anthony, lots been made of this, Frank, one of the most exciting prospects in the country, undoubtedly. But it's, you know, this is a test, and as ever with somebody coming through, it's a timing thing, isn't it? And Anthony still is in the learning curve.
He is. I mean, he's been pushed up the rankings. Various governing bodies have moved him up very, very quickly through the rankings. That's not his fault. That's down to his performances. But again, it's about him getting experience. And all these guys sitting at the table all had vast amateur experience. He had 12 fights as an amateur. That's all he's had. 16 as a pro. I'm not sure how many rounds. How many rounds you done? About 40 rounds. Whatever it is. And that's because of his power. But there are questions. Like we found out with Anthony Joshua a couple of weeks ago, about 10 rounds. What's he going to be like when it comes to 10 rounds? And so forth. We found out a couple on the way, you know, he's never fought a southpaw, and he handled a southpaw who had never ever been on the floor, and he stopped it. That tells you what he's about. But I think at the end of the day, it's all about him coming through these fights, picking up and learning, getting his knowledge. He could have fought for a world title, was it a couple of weeks ago?
Callum Johnson
Johnson took the fight. We was offered that fight, and before I even rang his manager Tundy about it, I said it's not happening. You know, he wasn't ready for that. If he had hit him on the chin, what's his name? Patel hit him on the chin. Would he have knocked him on the floor? Yeah, I'm certainly would have done. I'm certainly would have done. But that's not what it's all about. It's not about, you know, you knock the guy down, he gets up, and as Callum found out, it then goes the other way. He's not ready for that yet. I don't think so yet. He'll probably say to me, shut up, I am ready to go for it. That's not what it's all about. It's not about making a fight for the world title. I could do that tomorrow for him. It's about winning the world title and about defending it, being equipped to do that. And I think he needs a little bit more education, and then we'll go for it. You know, you've got two guys down here after 3 and 4 fights fighting each other in a big fight. But they had vast, they've had amateur experience. You've not had that.
Anthony, what do you
Team ZAK being unprofessional.
Wasn't my comment. Call them out.
What are your thoughts about what Frank just said? Do you feel now that you're getting close to the point where you're ready for a title shot?
We're holding a couple of titles, by the way. You know, he's world ranked, he's got the Intercontinental,
And the WBO European, yeah.
Anyway, off you go.
Thanks everyone for coming. Sounds a bit late. What Frank said is, I would believe some of what he said is not right. What I do believe is that I'll fight for a world title, I'll win the world title. But it's about getting to that stage and staying. I've been professional for 3 years. Right now, okay, everyone knows I had 12 amateur fights. In boxing, that's no experience. Professional, I've had 16 professional fights. Knocked out most of my opponents, barring one. So how many rounds I've had has been limited. So time in the ring, in boxing terms, is inexperience. But in terms of the career I want to have, I want to have at least a 10-year career. I've been professional 3 years. So if you think of the next 7 years, if I was a world champion now, I'll be having world title fights for the next 7 years. And I just think everything's time. I feel like when you gain enough experience and you're ready to take on any challenger in the world, that's up and coming fighters, that's present fighters, current fighters. People talk about Andre Wood retiring, Andre would not come back. Anything like that, I feel like it's about time. And 7 years left in the sport, maybe more. No rush.
What sort of things are you really working on most with Tunde now? Where do you feel that your talents have to be developed, that you have to improve?
Everywhere. I feel like my talents are being improved everywhere. From the jab, the hooks, the fence, power, speed, timing, everything. Boxing is not a sport where you can, be at a low level in any department, because experience and good fighters will find the weaknesses out. So that's what we work so hard. We work on everything that we can work on, and we're learning every day.
How confident are you that when you get up to the highest level, and indeed against Walter, who said he's going to come here and really give it a go and test you out with body shots, etc. How confident are you that you can take the power, if you like, at an elite level?
If I wasn't confident, I don't think I would be in the position I'm in. I feel like everyone up here has some sort of confidence. I'm extremely confident. If I wasn't confident, I would have jumped at that world title. I would have said, no, I want to fight for it. I want this an opportunity. I would have seen it as an opportunity. But when you're confident within yourself, I will get there at the right time, and I will stay there.
Boxing all about timing.
Everything's time.
Let's hear from Walter. We've heard a little bit from Anthony there. Can you tell us what sort of things he's seen in Anthony that he can exploit? Is he going to go to him and try and put him under real pressure?
Buenas tardes para todos. Yo como buen boxeador, hicimos un trabajo grande con todo el equipo, así que va a estar linda la presentación y la pelea que vamos a dar.
Good afternoon for everybody. He's seen that Anthony is a very good boxer, but he is very well prepared because he had a fight in September. He cancelled this fight in September only for fight against Anthony. So he's training 10 points, and everybody will watch a very good match Saturday night.
And what do you feel, what weaknesses do you feel that you see? What can you exploit?
No, en realidad Así que, pero ya, estamos en el trabajo que hicimos con el equipo para poder ganar la Chapelle, ¿no? En su primera derrota.
He said that Anthony has very few weaknesses. He won all the matches, no? But they work with the team very well and they prepare a surprise for Saturday night.
He's a lot taller, a lot bigger physically. It would seem. How's he going to get to it? How does he get to it?
Él es más alto que los que piensas.
Con el tema de la altura, siempre he peleado con boxeadores mucho más altos que yo, así que hay que manejar mucho la cintura y... No, sí, he peleado con muchos boxeadores altos, así que la mayoría de las peleas que tengo son todos más altos que yo.
Walter said that he always fight with boxer bigger than him, so he has a big experience with that. That's not a problem for him.
And I guess from your perspective, Anthony, as I heard a little mutter behind me, he's not going to get to me anyway.
That's a little conversation between me and Frank. Again, I'm confident, and as I said last time, when you have power, it relaxes your nerves. So everyone just needs to take a cup of tea, relax, have some chocolate for me, and yeah, just enjoy the fight. I'm going to enjoy the fight.
Frank, Anthony, looking to produce something spectacular again, I'm sure. 15 stoppage wins in 16 so far. It's an impressive record that keeps building.
It does, it's the power's there, as you know, and he always finds the way to explode on his opponents. And Walter, we can find whether Walter can withstand that. That's really what it's all about on Saturday. You know, will he be able to take the punches? Will he be able to take him into a place he's not been into yet? We'll find that out.
Before you move on to world level, I mean, there are other guys around in Britain, aren't there? I mean, Frank Bullioni is an obvious one, but there are other names in your division. Would you, in an ideal world, like to prove yourself against one or two of those?
Can I answer
Yeah,
that?
sure.
I've got to answer that because we keep getting that from us.
That's what I'm asking.
Good, well, I'm going to give you the answer. So first of all, in the box rec, which are the independent rankings, they're not our rankings, they're independent. Walter is ranked above, 19 places above Frank Bullioni. He's ranked above Joshua Buatsi. So he's fighting guys that are ranked above him. That's where we're at. As regarding fighting Frank, we offered him, what was it? It was about over 100 grand we offered him to fight. He didn't want to know. He did not want to know.
It was 120 there.
Yeah, that was it, yeah. He went off and he didn't want to fight. So that was that. And as regarding Buatsi, I mean, what we want to be going there for? What's he had? 8 fights, he's behind him. Let him go and fight Jose Burton. It's a great match they can make. We're making matches. Gary's fighting. That's Johnny. We made these two guys fight. Let them go make Jose Burton against Buatsi. We'll fight. We'll see what we do. Fight at the moment. All he seems to be doing is fighting guys that this man's already disposed of. So we're moving forward. This is about him. I'm not interested in the others. This is about him fighting guys and moving even further up the rankings. And if he's doing that by fighting Walter and beating him, I hope, we're in front of these two.
So then,
That's it, Marco.
go on then, yeah, carry on.
So, just as Frank said, if you look at my opponents, yeah, people complain about them because they're not known in this country. But in their country, they're very well known. In the ranking systems, they're above, barring Callum Johnson, who fought for world title. My opponent, who I respect, is ranked above every single other British light heavyweight in this country. So people talk about me fighting nobodies. It's just because they don't know who the people are. Frankly said about people fighting my leftovers. I don't even care about that either. All I care about is the lane I'm in. The lane I'm in is I'm on the rise. And Frank said something about Joshua Buatsi's 7 or 8 fights in. Again, that fight can build. You know, that's just boxing for you. When you get one talent and you get another talent, if he's just as confident as I am in my abilities, we'll meet in the future. And I think it will be a big event, a very, very big event.
Hopefully you won the world title, you can make a defence against him. That's where it'll be.
What sort of time schedule do you think that's under, Frank? I mean,
Well, it's not.
how far away? Yeah, I know he's got to win. He's obviously got to win on
So it's
Saturday.
got to win, obviously, and then on the 10th of April, I think that's next year. I really do, and that's where we're at, and that's the time.
Okay, we'll have some photographs and interviews shortly, but before that, questions from the floor, anyone?
Before we go to the floor, wait. I've got a question for Anthony. You talk about everything being timing. Does that include turning up on time? Say again.
Shut up!
You said I was late. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything's timing. So the entrance. You see me walking. Oh, sorry. Actually, I've got one more question. It's a very important question. I've been meaning to ask this since the fight was announced. It's actually directed at ZAK Senior. You consistently brag about your son being the best super middleweight in Great Britain. So I just want to know, after I beat your son, would you recognise me as the best super middleweight in Great Britain? But would you acknowledge me as the best super middleweight in Great Britain? I don't remember swearing, but
You have to.
you know what? I called him Hetty.
But you know what you said. You know what you scored on your interview.
Ask your father how he speak English.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't mean to get dark, but my dad's passed away, so do your research a bit. I couldn't ask him that. What?
You gave like 15 years old.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing I look 13 as well. Damn, cancer.
Any other observations?
My son fight no one. Fight no one. Just
Your son goes around sparring people and then coming out and talking about how he knocked them pillar to post and then getting blacklisted from coming back to sparring. That's what your son does. If you want to talk about respect, how about you carry yourself with the same respect instead of walking into world champions gyms, sparring them, recording secretly and then leaking on the internet to talk about what your son's done to them, what your son done to them. That's respect. Don't start stuff and then talk about respect when it doesn't suit you.
let me speak about my son. Okay. Please. Speak about boxing. Don't speak about this. Speak English, you speak French. My son, very educated. University, top school, top university, secondary year. He's been trained by me since the nursery. He's been top club in Great Britain. He's been trained the youth, all-star, by my second John Brentwood. Lovely sparring. We did 200 sparring at Copenhagen with 20 boxers. Amateur and professional, even with girls. The way he learn from everybody. Not because you are power, he don't want to spar with you, or because we don't spar with you. My son, he knocked people down in sparring because he come to challenge my son. That's why my son knocked him down. Because he come to challenge. So if he's down here, come on. And start to spar with my son, and my son come down. My son, he been in grooves, spar. We asked for 8 runs, he just 6. Cannot finish another top run. 2 with the boxer, what was his name? Cuban Junior. He asked for 6 runs, he was just 4. We spar with Miguel too. This is why I call my son the best superman in Great Britain, or Grand Britain, or whatever. Or Grand Britannia. This is why I call him Miguel, because I know he can achieve the best goal. It's just what he's doing. Powerful. Education. Speed. Technique. Everything. And you can see this Saturday, inshallah.
Saturday's going to be the day
Yeah.
you're going to see that.
Do you know what? Honestly speaking, that was brilliant. And I'm glad I asked you that question because you've done a much better job talking up this fight and talking your son up than he's done. I just hope he can perform in the ring and give the fans a good fight. That was good though, I respect that.
Any more questions? Yes, sir.
You've been fairly close to that. Sooner rather than later. How do you beat Danny Small?
How do I beat him? I land on his chin. No, what Daniel does is totally opposite to me. You know, he's very upright, jab, you know, 1-2. He's good at the basics. I'm the opposite. I'm good at uppercuts, hooks, inside work, body punching, and the jab and the 1-2. So what I do is totally wrong for Daniel, and I just generally believe in me on out of mind. I'm totally wrong for him, and I beat him quite easily.
Is there a reason you went sooner rather than later? Do you think it's going to get better and better and better? You get quickly?
Yeah, you got to compete. If he gets better, I'm going to get better, but we're fighters at the end of the day. You know, we'll fight anyone. Ask any of these boys in the room, they'll fight anyone, we're fighters. But from Frank's point of view, you can understand where he's coming from. Let it build, let it get into a bigger fight, you know. It could come a good British rivalry. It has the potential to be a big fight, big blockbuster fight, you never know, do you?
Any more? Any more for any more? Right, well, it's live on the...